Ooh. What's up, guys? How we all doing? It's a bit laggy. It's a little bit laggy. We are a little bit laggy. How we all doing? Right, there we go. It's no longer lagging. Sorry about that, guys. Right, I thought I'd do a quick stream on New York PM session. Uh, my strategy is exactly the same. Yeah, basically exactly the same. There is no difference apart from the fact, obviously, I'm not taking 9 a.m. high or low. I do trade PM slightly different depending on how price is reacting. For example, if price is a bit interesting, I might just do the last like liquidity. But then at the same time, I might also do the previous hour high and low. But I mostly do the previous hour high and low. So like the 1 p.m. high, 1 p.m. low, and then we take out the high, and then we take out the high and low market structure shift, and then fair value gap, and then long or short to the other side. Usually the PM is not as successful. I just thought, seeing as though this week, well, Wednesday and Thursday I didn't stream, and then it is Thursday, like, and then tomorrow I'll probably stream, but I'm not sure whether I'll take a trade because we've got high impact news. And I haven't taken a trade yet today, so I thought I'll see how it goes. But how are we all doing, guys? How are we all doing? Hopefully, you guys had uh, a good New York AM session. Hopefully, you guys managed to take some good trades and stuff. We're just waiting for my strategy to play out, and then we'll take a trade. If we take a trade. Okay, trade, yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. Put some music on for you guys. Whilst we're waiting for market to open. But it's already open, making fair. Let that load. Right, here we go. There you go. Yeah, as I said, hopefully you guys managed to take a trade in AM. Well, I didn't, unfortunately. This week's been a bit interesting. yeah, I just thought because I hadn't taken a trade in AM and I didn't stream on Wednesday or today on AM, then I would do a quick stream in PM just to see how price goes. The thing is, with my strategy, I can switch it around and I can take a trade at London, Asia, and New York PM session. I just change it very, very slightly. So for London and London and Asia Killzone, there's only one in each. It's just a sweep of previous liquidity, and then a market structure shift, and then a fair value gap, and then I continue, and that's just a standard 1 to 2. And then for New York, AM and PM, it's both exactly the same. Previous hour high and low, and then market structure shift, fair value gap, and then a push to the other side. Just waiting for price to break the high or low. Hope everyone's alright though. Fucking mask off. Mask off. Fucking mask off. Yeah, we just need to push below this this low here, and then we can get a market structure shift or above. Oh. Well, price holder has been a bit interesting, as you guys can see. This morning in AM, we pushed above the 9 AM high, which was like here. Yeah, this was a 9 AM high. We pushed above it, came back down, pushed below it. It just filled those fair value gaps, but I didn't choose to enter off it. So these were the main fair value gaps that I chose not to enter with, and I'll explain why in a second. Right, these two fair value gaps here, even though yes, we got to change the character and then we respected 2 fair value gaps, I still decided not to enter. Just purely because like there was this fair value gap below the bullish fair value gap that price had already respected, and then also there wasn't a strong reaction to the fair value gap itself. It just pushed into it and then pushed out, and that was it. Yeah. And my strategy, it's although yes, I say like hourly high, hourly low, take one side, market structure shift, fair value gap, enter. There's a bit more to it than that. Like if you get a solid like push away from the fair value gap, like a strong reaction to it, or whether someone else happens. So for the right thing. Mask off, man. This is probably going to be a quick stream. It'll probably be an hour long. Oh. Fucking mask off. Mask off. What we'll do, guys, we're just waiting for hourly high to be taken, and then we'll look to enter. Looking like we might push up and take out the 1 a.m. the 1 p.m. high, and then hopefully push back down and then continue. Ah. Right. Wasn't expecting that. Did we have any news today? I don't think we did have any news today. Yeah, literally no news. Probably Trump or Iran or something. Crazy reactions. Trump probably tweeted or something. Let's have a look. Iran war. Tehran on brink of Hormuz deal after threatening Trump of a new attack.
Hollywood's bleeding, vampires feeding, darkness turns to dust. Everyone's gone, but no one's leaving. Nobody
Nothing really that much. I don't know what that was, but I probably could just tweet something. Just want to take this high and then. Just want to push up, take out the high, and then we'll look at shorting down to the other side. Won't be a big trade, it'll. Hopefully we're all alright today. Come on. Alright guys, sorry we're back. I didn't log into my broker, so that was my bad. So now we can trade. Hey, I just want to push up above this 1 p.m. high.
So it's minimum 6 what I need for a deal. Just shackle JB in a sleep. I can't die younger than pagans will. Bitch want love, but it's MOE. I just tell her I'm taking still. Doing 90 MPH in a 50 lane.
Just literally want to push up above this at 1 p.m. high. Come on, come on, push it back higher. Still on it, just a tiny bit higher. Come on, literally so close. So close. Just want to take out this 1 p.m. high. Should have been clear like Dave and Cinch. Never been pressed with a game intense. I'm on a go, I'm still cold, or gas, no brakes, never stay content. It's pricey being a boss and using it all for the same expense. Wow, why is it getting so close? All fucking week it's been getting quite close to like either like the 9 a.m. high, 9 a.m. low, or previous liquidity, or just like the 1 p.m. high or low. Yeah, that's one of the good things about this strategy. You can trade it on any session, like London, Asia, New York AM, New York PM. You just need to have like if you search for like sort of like kill zone times, like ICT kill zones, that's where it'll be. So I think it's like 3 a.m. 4 a.m. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's like yeah, that's 9 a.m. 3 a.m. Yeah, like 3 a.m. So it's the start of London session, the start of Asia session. You mainly just use London and New York, but you can use Asia as well, but price action isn't as great as New York. Just want a change of character now. Change of character, Fair Valley Gap, enter. You guys know how it goes. I've said it plenty of times, so. Hopefully you guys managed to take some trades today, some profitable trades. Right, so we have taken out the 1 p.m. high. The moment it is just a stop red. But we do have a relative equal lows, so could be a good entry. See if we respect this bullish Fair Valley Gap or disrespect it. If we inverse it, then we'll probably be alright. I do need a trade this week, so. Yeah, still don't know what this handle was about. If you guys know, just drop it in the chat. Oh. Alright, that candle closed and respected it, so we'll see. Hopefully we get to disrespect it here. Yeah, as I said earlier, guys, we do have some high impact news tomorrow. So we'll see how markets react to high impact news. I doubt I'll take any trades tomorrow, but I might do. I think the news that's coming out is just before market open. Literally just. It's more of like pre-market. It's in pre-market. So we'll see if we get anything at all. But we'll see, because obviously there'll be data highs and data lows, so completely depends. I think when it comes to streaming and stuff, I might do 1 week stream like London session, and then the next week do like Asia session, do New York session. All right, we've just there changed character, market structure shift, breaker structure, but we didn't close though, so doesn't count. I'm getting squat on the curve, squat. Yeah, so if we close below this this line that I've drawn out, then it's a market structure shift. Fuck it, I'm a merge, talking and landing off-white burge. Just needed to close down. Just a tiny bit further. Oh, God. I know riding a Lambo. No, of course it hasn't. Hasn't closed below the fucking market structure shift. Come on, just push a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Yeah, to be fair, price action this week's been awful. There was a couple of weeks ago, when was it? Not last week, not the week before that, but the week before that, I managed to take a trade every single day. And to be fair, I had 100% win rate in that week, so it was quite good, to be fair. And then the week after, I took a trade every day, and then I think I lost one and won all the rest of them. Just one trade a day. And then the week after that, which was last week, I took 2 trades. One win, 1 loss. And then this week, the week that I started streaming and everything, now I've got no trades. It's brilliant. Literally haven't taken a trade yet this week. But that's kind of one of the things with trading. Some weeks you'll get trades, some weeks you won't. Some days you will, some days you won't. A lot of people think you need to trade every day. Not true. Not true. Come on, just wanted to push below this previous low. Yeah, the price has been really slow the past couple of days. It's just, but to be fair, price has been alright. The price hasn't been too bad. It's just more of just like getting entries and stuff. It's just pain. Like there was the other day where as soon as market opened, price just rallied so hard and just pushed all the way up, and it's like not a single retrace in sight, no entries, no nothing. I know that was actually saw a couple of people who entered, and I was like, off what? What did you enter off? How does that even make any sense? I think it said like, oh, just ended off a strong push up. Don't think that's a valid entry, but to be fair, that day, if you bought any time that day, it doesn't make a difference when you would have won. Sorry guys, it's been a long day though. Got less than half an hour till to take a trade. Like 29 minutes. 28 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna close. Oh, well. I don't think I'm gonna close below this low. We'll just see though. I'm really hoping we do get a trade because I doubt we're gonna get one tomorrow. So I think this will be like the last time to take a trade this week. So, and then we'll have to see how next week goes for trades and stuff. To be fair, we still relatively like keeping like the bullish truck. Oh, we got to change the character. Boom, let's go. And we might make a fair value gap here. You claiming and show me the one that had you going down trying to toe to toe. Trench kid, no fucks, gotta run it up. If you thinking I'm losing, you dumb as fuck. Papa Jimmy, them is ooh, belly but a cup. Niggas on my city, keep it smooth. Give me this candle of close. I know I draw on the fair value gap, but I still got 30 seconds. Looking good to be fair. Just one price. This candle to close, come back up, fill this fair value gap, continue lower, and then I can short to 1 PM low. Niggas broke cause they be on that funny stuff. Rich money might wish me on. I done came way too far, I can fuck it up. Yes, come on. Push up, push into this fair value up. Solo one, please just push into this fucking fair value up, I swear. Please. Just want a trade today. I don't know my luck, it'll respect these two fair value gaps. Okay. Not much of a fair value gap there, but nevertheless it is a fair value gap. Come on, I swear on, if we don't get a fair value gap. I'm a star like it's supposed to be. I pop bars only way I can go to sleep. When my gang needed me, bought 100 P. Put the Patek on my wrist, a masterpiece. Put some diamonds on her and some double C. Fuck these niggas on up. Kicking my shit like I won the World Cup. Start from the tip, baby, so beat that shit down, baby, girl, need a crush. This is the thing, yeah, I could quite easily just short and then go all the way down here, but I'll wait for a very strict entry. Gotta wait for price to push into one of these fair value gaps, respect it, and then continue lower. They are very small fair value gaps, very, very small, but it's a fair value gap nevertheless. But 20 seconds to respect from these Fair Valley ups.
She digging how me and my whole circle ball. Gave me some top through my ethical draws. Earrings 150, I'm thuggin', I'm hood. I locked the screw back and put erasers on them. Why by the Daytona, been in the corner. Them hitters and rentals, the tag Arizona. Ain't get no diploma. Shot dice for the J's, the freshest dude.
I don't know when to end the rest of that. Theoretically, we did respect it.
Now I'm on the charts, I'm running up screens. My niggas still got what you need though. Built my name from the ground, I ain't had no help. It's just me versus me beefing with myself. It was time I woke them up, they
Well then,
overslept.
theoretically, we respected it. So we'll see how we go from here. See if we can get it. It's quite a deep stop loss, but yes. I'm gonna move my stop loss a little bit higher.
Yeah, none of you pussies is acting the same. I know my money, I'm racking my brain. You pussies could never get back with the game. Go to the hotel right after your game or come to your show and get back on the plane. This contract talk is frying my brain. The numbers they talking are actually insane.
It's bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table.
I don't wanna talk about ends, I don't wanna talk about friends. I don't wanna talk
Finally,
about how this shit
entered the
started,
trade
I don't wanna
today.
talk about how this
There's
shit
bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table,
Okay, then.
bees on the table.
Can't even talk to my dogs, can't even talk to my bitch. Sometimes I sit in a parking garage and I talk to my watch or I talk to my whip. It's
Bees on the table, bees on the table, okay, it's bees on the table, bees on the table.
Theoretically, we did respect this Fair Valley gap. We pushed into it and then got a strong push out. As you can see, it left quite a large wick.
Bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table.
It's not really ideal, but I am happy with it.
Spent months in the corner, just me and my bag. I'm used to this, I'm numb to that. I know I just gotta adapt. Hey, let's wait on your Spotify rap. The messages you about to send on the 16, please don't hit send on none of that. There's no need to check what the temperature is. You know what it is if you double back. Should've put another blade in my bag. Should've stood over and double tap. Hey, but y'all need a duffel bag. What is the offer they said? What did they put on the table?
Let's see.
What does that say on that
See how this goes.
Fuck that, they gotta double that, triple
So yeah,
that.
we did respect this Fair Valley gap here. As you can see, we came down, we got to change the character. We then created these two Fair Valley gaps, pushed back into it, got a strong-ish displacement out of it. Wasn't perfect, but nevertheless, it still worked. And I'm going in with a lot less than what I usually do, like half the amount. I've gone from 2% risk to 1% risk, just purely because obviously price has been a bit so.
Don't tell your dream. Don't tell your dreams to everybody around. Some people smile but wanna see you down. Keep it quiet.
See how this
Don't make a
goes.
sound.
Let me know, guys. Are you guys did you guys take this trade with me, or it'd be a nice quick 9k? We went all week for a trade and we get quite a small one. So the way price always works is that we take out external liquidity and then internal liquidity, and then we push to another external. So we got external, which is the hourly high, and then internal, which is the Fair Valley gap, which we respected, and then the next external is the previous side, the next side, which is the hour low, because obviously we took out the high and we're aiming for the low.
Competitors chasing numbers, ready, set, go, start the race. I'm running too, but with patience.
keeping steady pace. Got a mental by
On
my
my
side,
side.
it's the way it's meant to be. Against the crowd, we stand out heavy. They can clearly see.
And we don't move stop losses and things like that. We keep them exactly where they are, just above the fair value gap. Didn't really have a next high, because next high would be like, I would have put it like here, more here, which would make it less than 1 to 2.
Keep it quiet, don't make a sound. Let your success be what shakes the ground.
Depending on price action next week, I might put my risk back up to 2%, because obviously that would go from, I would go in with like 21, 22 contracts,
Don't make a sound. Let your success
which is a lot.
be what shakes the ground.
By the way, guys, I do have quite a large account. I'm trading with quite a lot, so 22 contracts is a pretty normal amount for me. As I said, I just lowered my risk just because price action has been a bit questionable. Still, almost, well, like 9-10k is still pretty good. Not gonna complain. Rich, but I live like a millionaire. But I live like a millionaire. Just wanted to push down, take out this 1 p.m. low. Come on, take out 1 p.m. low, please. Push down.
Quit that job, you ain't losing nothing, live your life. They don't gotta know what you became, but they all in your business, tryna dig your name. Why they always tryna count your cash? Why they always wanna see you crash? Too many
Almost there.
too many odds. They want the fast way up, no grind.
It's crazy. I waited all week for a fucking trade, and this is what I got.
Railroad, but we came from the bottom. That's the code. We don't fold, we don't beg, we don't freeze. Build it up from the dirt. Now we breathe. I'm not rich, but I live like a millionaire. No stress, no fear. I don't even care.
Pretty good trade, actually. I'm quite happy with that. To be fair, I almost didn't enter because we didn't get. Theoretically, it was a respect on the fair value gap, but it wasn't like as clean as I would like it. But I still entered anyway.
But I live like a millionaire.
Hey, as long as we win our trade, I'm not really that bothered. I know I've followed my strategy. Hungry, stay dangerous, dripping in Dior.
Discipline made me know I'm feeling like a boss. In silence, they don't know what it costs. No risk, no story. I was ready to get lost. Stay hungry, stay dangerous, dripping in Dior. Discipline made me know I'm feeling like a boss. In silence, they don't know what it costs. No risk, no story. I was ready to get lost. I'm tryna blow, I'm tryna sprint. I'm tryna outrun the ghost of who I've been. Feel that cold steel scraping in my throat. Tryna flee the scene, but I'm losing hope.
Finally, on stream, I actually took a trade.
How I played the king among the hollow, you fast like a gazelle, ripping through the pine. Crushing skulls beneath me, crossing all the
Excuse me.
cup is running over with this crimson stain.
Just wanted to push down, take out this hour low,
Sex on my soul driving me insane.
previous hour low, and then we'll be good to go. See, hungry, so dangerous, dripping in Dior.
Discipline made me know I'm feeling like a boss. In silence, they don't know what it costs. No risk, no story. I was ready to get lost. Stay hungry, stay
Stay dangerous, dripping in Dior.
discipline made me know I'm feeling like a boss. In silence, they don't know what it costs.
It might take a while for price to run, but we do have a bit of time.
Tired of ducking truth, dancing on the window. Edge of the ledge, looking down at the street, trying to
Price might move around a bit and then come down, or it might go up and stop me out. But if it stops me out, it's not the end of the world. And my risk, like this loss, is well within my risk tolerance. So, dripping in Dior.
feeling like a boss. In silence, they don't know what it costs. No risk, no story. I was ready to get lost. Stay hungry, stay dangerous. Dripping in Dior. Discipline made me now I'm feeling like a boss.
Do you guys take this trade as well, or
Cost no risk, no story.
do you stay out of it? I just want to see if price pushes above, like this area here. Pushes above it and closes above it, not just push above it.
When
How did we not take out liquidity? If we can't, got that close, didn't even take out liquidity. It's just pushing up now.
I'm in my Lambo, maggot, my fofo faggot. Doors lift up, I'm like, go, gadget. See the shit I got on. Homie, I'd hate to. My Teflon on, boy, my government issue. I hit your vertebrae, bullets rip through tissues. Your wife on a futon, hugging a shih tzu. Homie, you a bitch, you got feminine ways.
I've got a market structure shift to the upside, so.
7 days, I got 4/5 and bananas on the case. And got more whips than a runaway slave. Me and Yayo go back like some high top fades. When I made 50 mil, M got paid when I made 60 mil. Dre got paid when I made 80 mil.
Obviously, if we close above this fair value gap here, then we did this. We inverse this fair value gap here as well. Yeah, if we close, obviously I've got my stop loss all the way up here just purely because if price pushes above this and then closes and pushes up further, then I will obviously get stopped out, and my trade idea would be invalidated because it would have disrespected these fair value gaps that we respected before. There's a lot of people that probably would be getting worried right now, but I'm following my strategy, so I'm not really that bothered. And by the way, with my strategy, I don't have to have exited by 3 o'clock. As long as I'm entered before 3 o'clock. Preferably, I would like to exit before market close, but we'll see. Anyone else take this trade, or just me? Wasn't the greatest trade, but it still pushed through everything. Went through all of my different strategies and stuff. Not strategies. Went through all of my key points in my strategy, like taking out liquidity, then get a market structure shift, then respecting a fair value gap in that direction, and then I entered. So I am overall happy with it. Just price is a bit. If I lose, it's what it is. How's everyone doing that's just joined? Thank you for joining in. Not very often we trade New York PM, but today we are. And I'm glad I did, because this is my first trade this week. It's been an awful week. And we actually inverse this fair value gap, so that's good. I just punched my microphone. Anyone else taking any trades today? I know markets have been a bit interesting this week. It's just been an awful week for trading. Well, at least for my strategy. I've seen other people with different strategies that are doing absolutely fine, but just my strategy has some weeks where it's good. It just so happens that the first week I start streaming, my strategy doesn't work, and it's like, that's fucking great, innit?
We switching position, we switching locations. I'm fucking this bitch in the gym. She said she don't wanna say Gunna no more, and she about to start calling me him. I'm him. I need you making it hot. The stakes is high, the prices is high. I'm about to fly to Dubai. I'm gone. Horse and boo, HB on the tie. I with the one-on-one ride. And cuffing the
sort of respecting this bullish fair value gap, which I don't want. Just literally need price to push down. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. Then we hit full TP. I know it's not a massive trade, but as you can see, the gap that the 1 PM zone isn't that big, so my trade wasn't that big anyway. In my hotel lobby. Right, we did respect that bullish fair value gap. If we still manage to push below it, I doubt it, but we'll see. And I won't close early or anything. I'll just let it run to full TP and I'll stop loss. But yeah, I could quite easily make like 3-4 grand, 3-4k right now, but that goes against my strategy. I just let it run to full TP, full stop loss. And there's a lot of people that say like just like take your money and dip. I think that's what I've seen people say, like have it open, take profit and stuff. But I have very specific entry and exit model and stuff, so and there's a lot of people might have exited here, like when we respected this bullish fair value gap, because we got a break a market structure shift to the upside, then we respected a bullish fair value gap. But thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. We will be going live basically every day over the next couple of weeks, so hopefully you guys can stop in. I think 1 week we're going to do London session, and then the next week we're going to do New York session, and just alternate between it. So there's a bit of variation with price and things. The London session isn't that great, but just for my schedule and stuff, it's just a bit better. So next week we'll do London session, and then the week after we'll do New York session, and then we'll do London, New York, London, New York, London, New York. Oh, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. Wanting to learn how to start trading. You're the first I have come across. Oh, the first. I was going to say first person I've come across, so hopefully can learn from you. No, brilliant, brother. I tell you what, trading is one of the best things to get into. I do like to help people with trading and stuff. I do have not so much a Discord group, but I want to make a Discord group to help people out and things. How long have you wanted to trade for, and how much do you know exactly? But yeah, trading is definitely one of the best things to get into. Yeah, it looks like we're respecting. I was hoping we were going to break below. You don't really know much. All right, that's to be fair. That's everyone starts there. In my opinion, you probably start with like learning what like candles are and things. So you got like bullish candles, which are usually they're green, but on my chart they're blue, and then bearish candles, which on my chart are black. So up and down, learning what you're gonna lock in. Well, thank you, brother. I'll try and explain as much as I can. I'm relatively new to this, so it's probably not going to be that interesting, but hopefully I can share something that's going to help you out with your career and stuff. But I've also got like Instagram, TikTok, I would go more for my Instagram, BRJ Trading. I do have a couple of videos on there, and I'll put stuff on YouTube as well, just to help people out. But I just want to help as many people as possible. But yeah, my socials are BRJ across the board. Just want to try and help people. But yeah, hopefully I can give you some sort of things. If you have any questions about why I took a trade or anything, I don't know how long you've been in the stream for, so I can give you a quick overview of why I entered and stuff. Right, let's pause the music. Let's get serious. Let's lock in, boys. Right, so my strategy is quite simple. Just price has been a bit, well, shit over the past week. Yeah, of course, yeah. I'll give you a quick run over of it. That's fine. I can do that. No worries. So the best time to take the strategy that I'm using is New York Open, which is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you mark out the 9 a.m. high, 9 a.m. low. Like this, I've marked out the 1 p.m. low, 1 p.m. high, just because that's just what I'm trading at the moment. And then you wait for price to run, take out liquidity, which is where orders are resting. So bigger companies and hedge fund managers and banks and stuff are more than likely to fill their bigger orders. So like retail investors like us, I fill orders like 11 contracts, so worth, I don't know, a couple of 100,000 or something like that, right? Banks and big institutional companies fill orders that are worth millions, right? And they're all above here. So you've got buy orders and you've got sell orders and you've got buy orders here. So people getting stopped out and stuff. So the banks would use the liquidity and to push market in their direction. And then we have things such as fair value gaps, which is a 3 candlestick pattern. So if you look here, right, I'll just get rid of this and I'll redraw it again. So we've got a up candle, down candle, down candle. So it's 3 candles here, right? But candles leave wicks, right? So this candle left a tiny wick here, and this one left a small wick up here, right? So there's a gap in between. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. So if price comes back to this area, there is no opposing orders going with it, right? So this whole zone from here to here, right, is more than likely price is going to come back to it, and it will fill more sell orders and then push price lower. I'll give you an example of this. This is exactly why I entered actually this trade. So price came down, pushed up, filled this fair value gap here. You can see the wick just pushed into it. So the wick is where price has been over this candle's time period, right? So I'm currently on the 1 minute. So each candle is 1 minute basically. So price came into this fair value gap, which I've just explained is a gap between the two, between 2 candles, well 3 actually, but the wicks of the first and last candle. Price fills it, right, and then fills orders, pushes itself lower. It's not 100% guaranteed this is going to happen. Same again for liquidity. Once it takes out liquidity, it's not 100% guaranteed. But for uptrends and downtrends, we move in higher highs and higher lows, right? So we're in an uptrend here, right? So we've got a low here. So a move down and a move up is a low. So you mark out your low. It's the lowest point of 2 candles. And then we got a move up and then a move down, which is a high. Great. Okay. There's your high. And then if you look here, we've got a move down, then a move up. Right. So you got this low, then you got your next low. So this is your low, and then you got a higher low, higher high, right? And then we've got a move up and a move down. That makes a high, right? So we have a low, a higher low, and a higher high, right? Then a higher low, and then we have a lower high here, but that's not a big issue. You just want to focus on how price moves, right? So, right. And then when price moves in the opposite direction, is a downtrend. So we've got bullish and bearish. It's exactly the same, just the opposite, right? So lower lows and lower highs, right? Also, guys, we are respecting this bullish fair value gap, so we'll see what happens. Lower lows and lower highs creates a downtrend, okay? So we want price to show a direction, right? We want price to show us exactly where we're going, right? So an uptrend and a downtrend. You want to kind of trade with the trend, or find out when the trend's going to change, all right? So to find out when the trend is going to change, right? Get rid of this fair value gap here. Oh dear, might get stopped out with this position, guys, but it's all right. Right, so we've got something that's called a market structure shift, which is where we are moving from a downtrend to an uptrend, or an uptrend to a downtrend, right? Which is where we start going from higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we make a lower low, and then guys just got stopped out. Is what it is. I think we price pushed down. Obviously really like this fair value gap here, and then continued high and got stopped out. Is what it is. But with market structure shift, once you break from higher highs to higher lows, and then you make a lower low after the higher low, so you are making so you got a high here, then you've got a low, then you got a high, then you got a low, right? Like this. Then price will come down like this, right? There you go. So this area here, right, is where price made a low, a high, a lower low, sorry, a higher low, and then a higher high, and then a higher low, then a higher high, and then it made a lower low. So this here is your change in character, your market structure shift. Don't need to worry about all of the like lingo and stuff, and like how it all works. But this is where liquidity is taken, which is what I mentioned before. So we take liquidity, then we change character, and then you enter with maybe a place where, I don't know, there's a fair value gap. Price comes back into it. Obviously, this isn't 100% every single time it's going to happen. There is a lot that goes with it. And then we go down, and then we hit TP. That's as simple as my strategy goes. Take out liquidity. Take out so we take out external liquidity. So we've got two types of liquidity, right? We've got external and internal liquidity, right? So external liquidity is hourly highs, hourly lows, things like that. Things that we haven't yet taken, right? So this is an hourly high, right? Let's just say this is an hourly high. So we come up, we take this out, that's taking external liquidity, right? And then this is internal liquidity. So this is within a move. So this has just been made, right? And then price has to come back to it, take it out. It's called like a PD array, a fair value gap, internal liquidity. It's got lots of different names, right? And then price continues. So this gives price the initial fuel. The liquidity gives price the initial fuel to move. And then the fair value gap or the internal liquidity gives price the needed momentum to continue moving. That's basically, in a nutshell, how it works. I would, if I was you, I would definitely go and, I don't know, watch some YouTube videos on how it works and stuff to look at like price structure, like uptrends, downtrends, how to spot them, how to get your daily bias. If you want some advice to how to go over everything, I know TJR streams on here. I would watch his full boot camp, as well as a couple of other educational videos that he does. There are a lot of people that don't like him because it's. I'm not going to get into why there's a lot of people that don't like him, but there's a few people that don't like him and stuff, and I do understand why. But when it comes to beginner trading, he is like probably one of the best at getting beginners into trading and stuff. And then you've got other people like T Trades on YouTube, and then you got like PJ Trades and stuff like that. And then I'll put out the odd video here and there. Oh, I appreciate it. I just gave you a quick overview. It's I haven't really told you how to like find it in the charts and stuff, but like when you go for like hourly highs and stuff, you've got like, this is like an example. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Like this is an example of like external liquidity. So this is like, as I was saying before, external liquidity. It's an hour. It's an hourly high, right? And then what I entered off was an internal. Although yes, I did lose my trade, but it's not end of the world. Like, it happens, okay? Like, don't think you're gonna be making like 100 grand, like 100K a month in like a week, because it's unfortunately it's not like that. But yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. As I said, I'm gonna be live every day. I've given you my my Instagram and my TikTok and stuff, so I'll post like odd things to help people out, as well as I think I'm getting ready for my YouTube. I'm gonna start to go a lot more into YouTube and stuff, and I'm gonna like post videos on individual concepts. But I trade what's known as SMC and ICT. So you got smart money concepts, which is basically you think where, like when I was talking about liquidity and fair value gaps and stuff, that's smart money concepts, because this is where orders are likely to be filled. Thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. This is where orders are likely to be filled at liquidity using smart money concepts. And here, it's where orders are more than likely to be filled. And then ICT is probably one of the best at concepts and stuff, but it does get a bit confusing. When it comes to actually getting into trading and stuff, it's, yeah. There's a lot of different ways, and it depends what you want to trade. Have you decided what you want to trade yet? Whether you want to do Forex, stocks, futures? Because there are a lot of different things that you can potentially trade. It's very similar to Forex, but this is futures. So I'm trading futures. You can use the same strategies that I use in Forex. It works on both. Just I'm trading futures. So you could also, like, all the things that I'm saying here also apply to Forex. So this isn't just this only works for futures or for NQ or ES. It does work for both futures and stuff. I used to trade futures. Sorry, I used to trade Forex. Sorry, not futures. I do trade futures. I used to trade Forex. It was just there was a lot of news and stuff that you had to keep track of, especially when it came to like two different currencies, like the euro and the Great British Pound, or the Great British Pound and the dollar, and stuff like that. So, and that's why I switched to futures. But Forex is definitely a good start. Yeah, but as I said, like TGR is definitely a good start, and then learn ICT concepts to do with where orders get filled and things. But unfortunately, guys, we did lose this trade. We did take out the 1 p.m. high. We came down, got a market structure shift here. We then filled a fair value gap. It wasn't a great entry, but nevertheless, it was an entry because we did respect the fair value gap. But I wanted a bit more reaction to it than what we got. Nevertheless, I still entered, and then we came down, almost took out full TP, but we didn't, unfortunately. And then we came back up and then got stopped out. I think we lost like 3K on it. Not too bad. Not too bad. Considering this is the first trade of the week, it's not too bad. Yeah, I appreciate all the follows, guys, and like, means a lot. I've only been doing this. This is my first week of streaming, so it does mean a lot. I appreciate it. But yeah, we got a change of character here. Market structure shift to the upside. Then we respected this bullish fair value gap, which I was hoping we were going to break below and then hit full TP, but we didn't, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But yeah, bro, as I was saying, if you do want to get into Forex and stuff, just stick with TGR. His concepts still work. Yeah, I'm still green for them well, actually no, I'm not green for this month because it's the start of the month. Yes, I started the month down, but last month I think with the strategy that I use, I get roughly about like a 70 to 80% win rate. So 70 to 80% of my trades are winning trades. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, TGR, T-Trades, ICT, 2022 mentorship. These are all free on YouTube. You can learn them, and then you need to spend a lot of time back testing, finding out what works for you. So this strategy that I'm using, it's a very similar to some other strategies that some people use, but I've slightly changed it a bit. Also, psychology is a big bit of it, a big bit of trading. So, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, TJR, T-Trades, and then ICT 2022 mentorship. Those are the 3 or 4 that I would focus on. And then I'll also just watch the charts. Like, download TradingView and just watch the charts, or MetaTrade, whatever you want. Just kind of get an idea of how the charts work and how to enter and how to exit, like the buying and selling, how it all works. One thing I will say, which I do tell a lot of people that ask for advice and stuff, like stay away from signal groups and things. You really only want to enter a trade. Yeah, TradingView. This is the charting system that I've got now. This is, I think it's one of the most used charting systems. Sorry, yeah. When I'm talking about trading, I get overexcited and I forget to breathe, and I need to slow down. Everything just kind of becomes one long sentence. I apologize. But yeah, just get TradingView. You want another time? No, I'm good. I'm not really doing like high edit videos and stuff. I'm just literally just cutting out the beginning and then a bit at the end where I'm like signing off and then just posting it. I just want to teach people. I'm not bothered about anything else. It is a surprise, guys. We fucking got stopped out and now we're pushing down to our TP. That's a surprise. But I wish you all of the best with your trading journey. I'll be going live all the time. I'll put my tell you what I'll do. I will put my in the thing. There you go. In the chat, I have just put my that's my Instagram, my YouTube, and my TikTok. It's all the same. If you want to add me on Instagram, I'd be more than happy to help you through it. Or I have Discord as well. So I will. Yeah, if you give me a follow on Instagram, I'll get my Discord set up and I can start to grow that a bit and stuff. But that's my Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that. So and then if you have any questions, you could like literally anyone in here. If you have any questions about trading, there's my Instagram and stuff. I mean, obviously, I know I lost this trade, but you know, it happens. Still up overall for the year, like probably by quite a bit. That's my Instagram. You can go and follow me, and then I will more than happy to answer any questions. You can send me a DM or whatever. My DMs are always open. You guys can ask me anything you want. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, just saying that. I've just added you back, so you can ask me any question anytime you want. If you've got any questions about trading, whatever, just send me a message. Ask. I want to help people out, and it's the best way to do it, just through like social media and things. So yeah, just got your message now. I'll answer any questions you got, like whenever. But yeah, as you can see, we lost this trade. It is what it is. It happens. Oh, excuse me. It happens. You're gonna have days where you're gonna lose trades, days where you're gonna win trades. So yeah, it happens. Just need to stay consistent. There are a lot of people that choose to like change their strategies and things. When they how much did I lose on this trade? It was like I'll double check. Give me 1 minute. Just go check my broker. It was give me one second. 3,680 USD. So it happens. So, but my previous trader made that back. Also, was there any possibility of profiting? Yeah. If obviously if price came down here, um, it'd be like 9k profit. So my losses are always smaller than my wins. So like last trade I made 3.1k profit. Then a couple of losses, like 9k loss, 18k loss, and then 109k win, 16k win, 71k win. My losses are always a hell lot smaller, 15k loss. So today was actually an all right day for a loss. To lose 3.6k. So that's like crazy. If you hang on 1 second, I will just. I'll turn this off because I need to log into my. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. And minimize chat. Give 1 sec. Let me just log into my thing. Right. See, can I? All right, I'll just show you this. There you go. There you go. This is my broker account and everything. No, it's not. Okay. This is my not my broker account, my trades and things. So this is my total P&L here. So I know. So yeah, as you can see, my account has like dips and stuff, but on average, it still pushes up. So this is like my profit and things. Like we get quite bad months and stuff, where like you can see like sort of average month like 35.9 in a month, and then like my lowest is like 7, and then this is just like daily profit loss. That's weird. It's not daily. I don't know why it's saying daily. It's not, but it's just like you can see the account generally just push up, but it's quite aggressive and stuff. Days that I do lose like that, 79k loss, which was these 2 trades here. It happens. But like big days, like 162k in a day and things. Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. Why is that showing October? To be fair, it has been a bit rough. I started getting into trading when I was like 13. I didn't start officially trading when I was 13, but yeah, I was for like 10 years. No, I've been learning and stuff and doing it. But it like full on probably, I don't know, like 5-6 years and stuff. Like I started with a funded account and then opened the live account and stuff. So well, I mean, my account is already worth over that. So obviously that's just profit. So I had to have an amount there to trade with. So like that's my profit. So what I showed you there, this 638k. That's just how much I've made. That's just this year. I don't know. Not trying to show off or anything. Yeah, I'm not really about making money off social media. That's not really the goal of it. I want to help people, but I definitely know what you're saying. The social media side of things, because the results are there. You could just be earning the money you trade off Kick alone, bro. Yeah, well, I mean, like, I enjoy streaming and like talking to like you guys and stuff, but I've taken my time with it. To be fair, I've only been putting things on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff for that for a week, 2 weeks, I think. So like, yeah, it's the sort of thing where you have to just take it slowly. I don't want to stress myself out too much and put too much on my plate, but I do like to work hard, so. 100%, 100%. I will. Don't worry. I will remember you, bro. We'll all do it together. But yeah, as I said to anyone else that's watching, if you guys have any questions about trading or whatnot, obviously, you know, like there's your actual proof that I know what I'm doing. I might have lost this trade, but it happens. Everyone loses trades now and again. And I'll be more than happy to help you out and stuff. Hopefully tomorrow we manage to take a trade. I'm not 100% sure. I'll be live PM again. Not actually, no. I might be live AM. I'm not quite sure yet. I mostly do one trade a day. It depends on how prices move and stuff. I'd usually only do one trade a session or a time in a sense. So this hour, so the 2 till 3 EST is an opportunity for a trade, and then 10 till 11 EST, which is Eastern Standard Time. I don't know why I explained that, but yeah, that's a time for a trade, and then like 3 till 4 EST is time for a trade as well. I don't trade all three of them. Usually, I'd only pick one. I didn't take a trade in AM this morning, but if I take a trade in AM, like New York AM, I tend not to take a trade in PM. I like to only take one, but just purely because in AM session here, you've got market open at 9:30 here. So when market opens is when you get like big moves and stuff, and when you got bigger moves, there's I'll show you. Right. Here you go. 9. Here we go. Right, here's 9. Here's 9 AM. Right, this is the market open. So I mark out the 9 AM low and then the 9 AM high. Right. And then I would trade till the bottom, either the bottom or the top of this range. So you can see what we just did, right, was this here, right, from here to here. So not really that big of a move. If I was to take a trade, obviously you can see the trade I took there wasn't really that big. And then if you compare it to like the 9 AM zone from here to here, if I would end up making a lot more money on it. Although trading, just remember this: trading's not about money. Trading's not about money. There you go. We took the took the low. That would have been full TP hit, so it's a shame. That would have been 10k. Fortunately, we came up, and then came down. It happens. It happens. It happens. So like with these, with like if I say I took a trade here, right, and then my stop loss was like here. You can see the size of the trade is a lot more. That's that's a 1 to 16 risk to reward. I would usually put it above the fair value gap though with my strategy. So like a 1 to 8 risk to reward. That move in profit, if obviously if I took a trade, that move in profit compared to that is obviously if that's 10k, you can imagine how much that would be. Especially if you put it next to it and you can look at the size difference. If that's 10k and then you've got this entire move here, which I enter with the same amount. So but probably not quite that much, but it'd be a lot. Let's have a look, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 7, maybe like 70k, something like that. But obviously that's assuming that I enter here, because I might enter like here, which even then that's still a lot more stuff, because I could enter anywhere between here and here. But basically when it comes to my risk to reward, as you can see, you can see my risk to reward here, right? Which is how much you're risking for, so how much you could potentially lose versus how much you win, right? So like 1 to 1.5. So if you do 1 to, let's do 1 to 1. There you go. Basically, there you go, 1 to 1. So that move and that move would make me the same. So I always go for minimum a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Make sure you remember that 1 to 2. That's what I do minimum. So if I'm losing, I don't know, say I'm losing $100, right? I'll be making 200. That's the minimum I do. That's just kind of how I do it. People do it very differently. It's not about money. You get the strategy down and learn how to do it, and then the money comes later. 100%. The money comes later. And it does take a lot to get profitable. It's not something that's going to happen within a month. Yeah, you kind of, when it, at least the way I do it when I come to trading, I like to have a very tight strategy, so I know exactly when I'm entering. I know exactly why I'm entering. So when I press buy and sell, yeah, some people say it's gambling. I guess in a way it is, but the way trading works is you have an edge, right? Okay. So I will show you a trade that I took a couple of days ago. Tuesday. What the heck? I will find the trade I took a couple of days ago, and I'll show you. Let's just pick out a random day. Pick out this day. There you go. Just the day won't work. There's a very specific day, and I can't remember when it was. It It was one of my trades that I took. Let's just do this day here. Let's see how this day goes. I just wanted to show you like the trade like actually pays off and stuff. There we go. What's a good price to start with? Oh, well, like dollar amount. Yeah, that didn't work either. Dollar amount in your account. Right. I wouldn't focus on that. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I wouldn't focus too much on that to start with. Obviously get your strategy down and stuff, but if you want to go straight to a live account, there are such things as funded accounts. Let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Lucid trading. There are things like this, right? Where you get funded accounts where you pass an eval to get funded. So you pick an account that you want. So you've got like a 25k account, 50k account, 100k account, then 150k account. And then you have to follow rules and stuff. Like you get a max loss limit that you're allowed and things. And then you're using their money. So this would be, I don't know how much that would be, but I'm not signed in. So I've been signed in for a long time actually. Yeah, I'm not signed in. But you can use these once you know what you're doing and you're a bit more like confident with your trading and stuff. I would recommend, if you're starting with a lower dollar amount, get a funded account so you can like obviously make more money in a sense. It's a very good way of getting in. You can start with a 25k account. Usually these aren't too much. They're probably like, I don't know, like $100 for like a small one. But you can trade with 25k, 50k, 100k, 150k. There are different accounts like Flex, Daily, Direct, Pro. You just find out what works for you. I don't really know too much about funded accounts. I used it and then I left it. But you can trade with 25, 50, 100, 150k. And then the profits that you make, you keep 90% of the profits and they take 10%. So if you make, I don't know, 1k in a month, you take 900, they take 100. So it's the best way to get into it. But this is after you've learned everything, like learning what candles mean, when to enter, what your edge is, and you're getting your psychology right. So you're not like, there's a lot of people that get in their head about trading and it's like, oh, why do I enter this? Why do I enter that? Oh, I need to, like, I know a lot of people that move their stop losses and things, or have moved their stop losses. It happens. People move their stop losses all the time and then they stress out and things. And it makes it harder for people. So psychology is definitely number one. And then obviously learning when to enter and stuff. So obviously, yeah, exactly. That's what you have to think. Yeah. So start with like TGR, TT Trades, Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, things like that. And if you're learning and things and you want like advice and whatnot, you've got me on Instagram, just drop me a DM and I'll be more than happy to help you out with things. As I said, I want to help people out and stuff. But just remember, this is not, I repeat, this is not a get rich quick. If you think you're going to make 100k within, I don't know, a year, this is not for you, unfortunately. It's to get rich quicker than when you were you were working a normal 9 to 5 job. But you will probably do it right. If you get your head down and just lock in and grind with it and stuff, you'll be alright. But yeah, TJ has all of his educational content. He has the boot camp, which is a great start, and then you watch like the updated ones and things, which is like I think like 9, 10, maybe even like 20 hours worth of content. Keeping it real is hard to find when people do. Yeah, it is kind of hard to keep it real and things because a lot of people that are sat here with like a Lamborghini and it's got a Rolex on and they're like, oh, crazy, oh, going crazy, and it's like, yeah. Unfortunately, that's not how it works because there are a lot of people. I appreciate it. I like to show that I am a normal person and I've managed to do it and still continue to do it. Obviously, yeah, we lost his trade, but it is what it is. It happens. It happens. You're not going to win every trade you take, sure. Thing is, when you're trading, because obviously, like, it's like for some people, like obviously 3K, you have to be locked in all the time. Lock in all the time. I'll try and help you as much as I can. There's a lot that goes with it. As I said, I don't trade Forex. You can use this in Forex. I know you said you wanted to do Forex, or whether you were just asking if I was doing Forex. I don't know. Which one was it? Were you asking like because you wanted to do Forex, or because I can't remember. I think you did say you were doing Forex. Yeah, you did ask if it was Forex. All right. Okay, so Forex is foreign exchange, so that's currency. So you'll get like USD. Like USD JPY. What is that? That's the futures. Okay. Duh. Okay, maybe I should turn Forex on. Right, there you go. They're very much the same. You can use the same strategies and things. So let's have a look. Like the strategy I just used. Let's just try again. But yeah, so Forex is foreign exchange. So yeah, took out the low. Yeah, it's very similar. It's very, very similar. To be honest, I've never really back tested it with this. So 1. So that mark out the hourly high and low, just seeing how it works. Push below it, then we go change the character. Yeah, it probably will. Obviously, this trade didn't work at all because we took out the low and then we'd push to the high. To be fair, it's the same as the trade I just took. You'd get stopped out and then it would continue and run TTP. It happens. This strategy you can, but yeah. There are a lot of different ways to trade. Like the way I'm trading, I get it and I understand it. I've spent a lot of time, like hours, like on the weekend. I'm not even joking. I back test and edit my strategies for like 12, 13 hours at a time. It gets very, very, very. I get very like locked in with it and stuff, and I like doing it. So. But there are a lot of different strategies and they work in different ways and stuff. So what works for me might not work for you. It changes and things. You just need to find what works for you. Find your edge. So what works for someone like TGR or I don't know, FX Alex G or I don't know, PB trading or for me might not work for you. You've got to find what works for you. you have to 100% understand why you're entering, why you're taking the trade, and yeah. Forex is definitely good though. I tend to stay away from it, but it's completely up to you. I trade what's called futures. I don't really know too much about futures, to be honest, because I got into it and people said it was good, and I tried it and it worked. That's all I know. The futures, the main ones was like the Nasdaq and then the S&P 500. So you got NQ and ES, which is the E-mini S&P 500 futures. You also get smaller ones, which is MES, which is the micro one. So it's like you can go in with a lot smaller amount. But this is like the overall move of the stock market, in a sense, of the US stock market. That's why New York session is better for taking trades, because it's based in, like, this is based in the US. So like if you look at it, right, this is NQ, and then if you go to ES, you'll see it's basically exactly the same. It moves the same. Fill the same ones, you would enter here, then you get stopped out, and then it'll come back down. It is exactly the same. I'm from the UK, and I trade this, but you do have the FTSE. There's not much of a difference, just purely because, right, in the markets you have volatility and liquidity and stuff like that. Volatility is how much the price moves. FTSE futures. I don't even know. I think it's UK. Is it UK 100? No. FTSE UK mid trap stock level. No, I can't remember what the futures is for the FTSE. But I'm from the UK. I trade the US just because, if you imagine it, right? Okay, it's kind of like an auction, right? So people are buying, selling, and then bidding. So people are buying here, pushing price up. That's what pushes price, right? When people are buying and selling and stuff. So we get quite a lot of big jumps like this, where people are buying a lot more than what they're selling and stuff. So in the US, there's more orders that go through, so you get more volatility, more liquidity and stuff like that. So if you want to trade something, I would stick with like US stuff, just because there's bigger moves, and you get more opportunities to enter. Just in my opinion. Like when I said, like, mark out the 1 p.m. high and low, that's 1 p.m. EST, because obviously, well, if you're in the UK now, then you know it's almost 9 o'clock at night. So, but yeah, so the New York stock market opens at 2:30. You have pre-market opens at 1 o'clock, but when people start to trade and when you should look at start trading is 2:30, which is 9:30 in New York. Yeah, it's like here. Yeah, this is open here. But you tend to see, like, if you look right, so you've got Asia session here. Yeah, so there's big jumps, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 2:30 p.m. in the UK if you're from the UK. So this is the start of Asia. This is the start of Asia session here, right? No, it's not. I'll tell a lie. This is the start of Asia session here. Pretty sure. Asia and London have very low volatility. You can see there's not much price action going on here, especially when people have stopped trading. And then 9:30 a.m. you get lots of big orders coming in and stuff, which is here. So you see, price really doesn't move that much during the day. And then at New York market open, price gets a lot more volatile. We get bigger moves. It's easier to take a trade, like longer trades. Whereas, like, if I I don't know, if I went short here, and I went all the way down here, right? It would take from 5 a.m. to like 7 a.m. to hit TP. That's like two hours to hit TP. Whereas you can see in New York session, we have a lot more orders so price is moved by orders, by orders and sell orders. So when we got more buyers in, like this here, price pushes up, and then when we got TP is take profits. So when you enter a trade, whether either long or short, you've got your stop loss, which is where you exit the trade at a loss, and then you've got TP, which is your like target profit or take profit. And then if people say break even or BE, that's where you've entered. So price might, like for example, price might push up, and then you get like change the character, and then people will stop out at break even. Because if you stopped out at break even, obviously you're not making any money, you're not losing any money, but it stops you from losing money. I don't really do break even that often, if ever. But in futures you enter with contracts. I mean, this is live in the markets and stuff, but yeah, I'll probably be live AM session. Where was AM? AM session here. You'll be able to see if you come on straight away. I trade. With my strategy, I don't always take a trade. For example, this is my first trade this week, just this week. So just because you take a trade or you have a strategy and stuff doesn't mean you need to take a trade every day and stuff. You have to. The thing is, you have to be very, very patient. Like if you imagine, right, I spend maybe like 3 hours looking at the charts, maybe 4 every day, and if I do that every day and I've made one trade, so this week so far I've spent 4, 8, 12, like 16 odd hours looking at the charts, and I've lost 3K. It is what it is. It's something that you have to be very focused on. You have to learn exactly when to enter. You have to be very, very, very on the ball. Things. Don't get me wrong. It is a very good thing. I feel like I'm making it sound like a bad thing. Being patient will make you not want to take a trade and make your money back. So that's very smart, because if you lose, being patient will make you not want to take a trade to make your money back. Right. It's not so much about making your money back. It's just the way I look at it, it's not so much about how much money I've made and stuff. Although yes, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It is nice. I would say it's more about proving your strategy. So that's what I look at every day. How can I prove my strategy? So I fill this fair value gap, got to change the character, took liquidity up at the top here, and then I push lower. So instead of thinking how much money can I make, because like if I'm going for a lot of money, right, I would just do this, right? I want to lose as little as possible, and I'll set my TP all the way up here, and I'll just keep going. Whereas you have specific places where you'll lose a trade, where you'll exit a trade, and then specific places where you'll win a trade, and you'll like close all your positions and take your money. So instead of just thinking how much money can I make, you need to think of it in the way of how can I prove to myself that my strategy is right. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does a bit. Yeah, because if you look at it in the money sense, you'll say like, so this is where I obviously the 1 p.m. low is where I would exit my trade, and then if I came down and took it, I'll go, oh, I'll just move my take profit a little bit so I can make a little bit more, and then it might hit your TP like your previous take profit, and then reverse and come back up and stop you out, where you could have quite easily just kept it where it was and taken your money. It's about having very, very strategic and knowing exactly where to put things and whatnot, and making sure that you stick to your strategy like your life depends on it. The thing is, there's a lot that comes with trading, which just comes with patience and knowledge and time in the markets. Like learning is great, right? So, I just sneeze. Excuse me. Learning is great, but actual chart time. So if you watch a video on liquidity, right? You watch a video on liquidity, spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes watching the chart, marking out areas of liquidity, where price takes liquidity and stuff. Don't actually take any trades, just mark out where it is and then see how it goes. There is also another company that you should remember. Everyone else can remember this as well. FX Replay, really good, really, really, really good. If it wants to load, it's where you can. What is it? You trade. What, like, what's my strategy called, or what's like the what like concepts do I use? What like, or what like actual future do I trade? FX Replay allows you to go back in the markets and stuff, and you can look at previous price action and place trades in a safe place where you're not going to lose any money, and you can, what's known as back testing. You can try your strategies and stuff. If you're talking about what like future I actually trade, it's Nasdaq, which is it's NQ. And I use, it's a slightly modified version of the ICT Silver Bullet strategy. Slightly modified. I've trademarked it. Well, I haven't trademarked it, but I've officially claimed Golden Bullet strategy instead of Silver Bullet strategy, just because I prefer it. It's basically, I had one really big strategy. So I didn't start with like ICT's like strategies or anything like that, or the what I've codenamed the Golden Bullet strategy. I had a very big complex strategy where I would enter with things such as like equilibrium things, where you can see like we get to the 50-point mark and then just a good like confluence to take a trade sort of thing. Fibonacci levels is also what I used a lot for like potential like TPs, take profits and stuff, like different levels where I can potentially take profit, but like a two take profit and things like that. Don't need to worry about that. That's what I used to use, and then I simplified it a lot. And I said, oh, okay, what times during the day? So we have the kill zones. So the kill zone is these times here. If you search stock market Nasdaq kill zones, it would be exactly the same. But yeah, what exactly did you mean by what is it you trade? And I will answer that for you. I can't stay live for too much longer, so we'll wrap it up quite quickly. I mean, we have been live for almost 2 hours. I only tended to go live for like, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, so gone a bit over. Yeah, no worries. If you got any questions, you can send them to me on Instagram, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm gonna probably wrap this up quite quickly. Maybe spend another 5 minutes and just put some music on. And if anyone else has got any questions or anything, you're more than welcome to ask, and then we can go through it.
Come 300 up like a Spartan. Balenciaga in tartan. The waiter begging my pardon. I'm in Paris, Le Manger. Remember back home I was
Yeah,
starving.
you take care, pal. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Come 300 up like a Spartan. Balenciaga in tartan. The waiter begging my pardon. I'm in Paris, Le Manger. Remember back home I was starving. I'm bad at math, I just charted. Call it the ops rest in their casket.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone else was wondering, FX Replay is really good for back testing and stuff. That's what I use for all my back testing, as well as the TradingView back testing, like chart replay mode.
Okay.
But yeah, I took like my basic strategy that I had, which had a lot of things in it, a lot of different confluences to enter and stuff, and then I edited it a little bit, and then it turned out that it was ICT's strategy. So there's got a few extra bits, like sort of like mental bits and things, and like marking out the high and the low, hourly high and low and stuff. All those shiny things you're working for, know that you don't love me. Know what is left for you tonight. Anyone else been managed to take a trade today, or has it been? I think it's been a bit tough for people past couple of weeks. Hopefully next week price action's a bit better. Tomorrow probably not that much, because we've got some high impact news tomorrow. I'll give it 2 minutes. I'll wait till we get to 2 hours, and then I'll head off. Don't drive me. Yeah, as you can see, we lost the trade, but yeah, it happens. I'll do I think I'm going to do a quick video after this, going over the trade and why I took it and stuff. That'll probably go out 9 AM tomorrow. 9 AM my time, 9 AM UK time, and then we'll go from there. To be fair, this was probably one of the best streams that I've had. Quite a few people followed, and obviously chatting with people and stuff, so I'm really glad with that. Really happy. The Papa jars are all empty. See the truth that you're keeping me behind. Yeah, unfortunately we did lose this trade, but it happens. If anyone wants to rewatch this stream as well, for anything that I've said or anything, it'll be on Kick, and it will also be uploaded straight to YouTube. So you guys can go and watch it on there. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up quite quickly, and I'll probably see you all tomorrow for New York AM session. So I'll probably be live maybe at market open, maybe just before. I don't want to be live like too early and stuff, because then it's just a lot of time to sat here waiting, and I know it's a bit boring for you guys. So, but yeah, so it's 2 hours is the longest stream we have. I think on the weekend I might do a bit of gaming. I don't know. I might do a stream. See what I feel. I also have some work to do. I've got some content to film. I've written a lot of scripts for my trading and stuff. So I've got plenty of videos already recorded and stuff. It's just getting it ready. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the New York Open tomorrow. So hope you all take care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow. So take care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.